Morning to everyone. Today we will have the revision of exercise 14.2, chapter number 14, factorization. So in the previous video we had completed the revision of 14.1 and 14.2, question 1 and 2 3, isn't it? So in this video we will have the revision for question number 4. Now let's see what the question number 4 says over here. So dear student, what is said in question number 4? That we have to do the factorization. Okay, this one is question number 4 where we will have the revision. So in the question number 4 it is said that to have the factorize. Okay, so what the first question is, a to the power 4 minus b to the power 4, isn't it? So can we write a to the power 4 as a square the whole square minus b square the whole square, because 2 into 2 is 4 itself, that's why. So we can write a to the power 4 as a square the whole square, and b to the power can be written as b square the whole square. Now using the identity as a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So this identity we are going to use over here, isn't it? So while using the identity we have to solve this. So here what will be the identity? A square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So a square plus b square into a square minus b square. Why it is so? Because in place of a we are having a square and in place of b we are having as a b square. That's why the identity a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. We will change it into a square plus b square into a square minus b square. Clear everyone? In this way you have to solve question number 4 first part. Now you can see that second part, p to the power 4 we are having minus 8 to the power 1. Now 8 can be written as 9 into 9. Okay, 9 into 9 it can be written as well as 9 into 9 it will be 81 itself. 9 can be written as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, because 3 into 3 it is 9, again 3 into 3 it is 9, whole together it is 81 itself. So can we write directly in place of 81, can we write directly 3 to the power 4, because 3 into 3 9 into 3 is 27 and 27 into 3 is 81, that's why. Okay, so in place of 81 we are going to write 3 to the power 4. So what is the question? P to the power 4 minus 81 can be written as p to the power 4 minus 3 to the power 4, isn't it? Now p to the power 4 can be written as p square the whole square minus 3 to the power 4 can be written as 3 square the whole square. Now using the identity a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. Okay, where a is equals to p square we are having and b is equals to 3 square we are going to use. So p square the whole square minus 3 square the whole square is equals to p square minus 3 square, okay, into p square minus, sorry, here it will be plus or here it will be minus, both are same itself, 3 to the 3 square. So here it can again be written as p to the power 2 minus 9 into p to the power 2 minus 9. So what will be the answer? P square. What is the answer we will get? P square minus or plus 9 into p square minus 9. So this will be the answer for question number 2. Okay. In the same way, one more question we will have as a revision. X to the power 4 minus y plus z to the power 4. So x to the power 4 we are having minus y to the power y plus z whole to the power 4 is there. So it can be written as y plus z the whole square into the whole square. Can we write? And this x to the power 4 can be written as x to the power 4 can be written as x to the power 2 whole to the power 2. Now can we split it into the form of formula, that is a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So a is x square, okay, b is y plus z the whole square. Okay, this is the a plus b value in a plus b into a minus b. So a minus b value x square minus y plus z the whole square. This is the value. Okay, so either you can stop the calculation over here, or you can split again the formula, because y plus z the whole square is again in the form of formula itself, isn't it? So it will be easily factorized. Clear everyone? So now let's see the fifth question solution, and this is the last part. Sorry, this is the last question of exercise 14.1. So here question number 5. Factorize the following expression. What the question we are having? P square plus 6p plus 8. This is the question we are having. Now here we have to factorize the middle term. As you know that 8 can be written as 4 into 2, and we know that 4 plus 2 will be equals to 6, isn't it? So p square plus 2p plus 4, because here we have to factorize the middle term. So the middle term we have to see in such a way that it's whenever we are going to add the number, its middle term should come, and with the same number we have to multiply so that the last term will come, as we did over here. So in this way, making the pair of the two terms and taking carry and taking common. So here if we are making pair of this two term, p will be taken common, so 1 p will be left along with 2. Okay, so here if we are going to take 4 as a common, so p plus again 2. So again p plus 2, p plus 2, p plus 2 is common in both. So again taking p plus 2 as a common, what is the number left out? That is p plus 4, which is the required answer. Clear everyone? Next part we are having q square minus 10 q plus 21. This we are having. We can write 21 as minus 7 into minus 3 will be 21 itself. As we are going to subtract the number, it will be minus 10. Okay, so we can write minus 10 as q square minus 7q minus 3q, because while multiplying minus 7 into minus 3, it will be 21 itself plus 21, because minus minus will be plus, and when minus 7 will be added with minus 3, it will be minus 10 itself, isn't it? So that's why we had written this. So taking the common, making the pair and taking the common q, what is the number left out? That is q minus 7. Here again 3 is taken common, so q minus 7. So what is the number? So q minus 7 into q minus 3 is the answer for this. So in this way you have to solve the third part also. It's a very easy one, can solve with your own. So for today, thank you everyone.